What's going on, guys? Beastly Gamer here. Welcome to the Beastly Gamer channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about pornography. That's right, you heard me right. Porn. A huge multi-billion-dollar industry that lots of you guys engage in on a daily basis. Now, not to say that I haven't, I just don't anymore. Or I try not to anyway. Sometimes it kind of just throws that ass in your face. But the older you get and once relationships change, it kind of... the purpose has already been served for porn in your life, and you kind of move on to other more real things in life. And anyway, porn, the huge multi-billion-dollar industry, wants in on the PlayStation VR. They want in on the VR movement, and I see the VR movement as a real thing. I think that VR is definitely the future of gaming. I think that within the next 10 to 15 years, we're going to actually be able to put on a headset and be in a semi-realistic environment. That's all VR, and you'll be able to articulate your fingers and look around and actually have conversations and all this stuff in VR space. I think it's going to be incredible, and for the people who are fighting the future, don't fight it. It's like having a VCR and you don't want to watch a Blu-ray. Once you put that Blu-ray in and you see that picture in 4K, your mind is going to be blown. That's what VR is going to be. That's my prediction of what VR will be, and we'll all be talking about this video in 3 or 4 years. I think it's going to be that big, it's going to be that changing. But back to the subject here. Pornography. Do you think it deserves its own space at the table of VR? Of course, porn is going to be a VR thing. I don't know how they're going to implement porn, because until you're able to somehow be there, unless they put tons and tons of cameras in a room while people pork each other, it's going to be a fake reality of, CG porn. And so to me, that doesn't really seem appealing anyway. But pornography, they want in on the VR table, and in particular, they want in on PlayStation VR. I'll drop a link in the description. Naughty America. Without VR porn, PlayStation VR could fail. As virtual reality has grown over the past few years, the inevitable debate surrounding VR porn has also intensified. Porn could stand to be a huge factor in the success of the new technology, and you can expect to see this sort of content quickly appear on PC-based head-mounted displays. PlayStation VR, however, is said to be, quote, the elephant in the room, end quote, according to a leader in the porn industry that suspects consumers will put their, quote, weight behind another contender, end quote, if a ban is put in place on VR porn. Naughty America CIO Ian Paul said as much in a recent interview with the Daily Star, quote, the big elephant in the VR porn room is Sony's PlayStation, and the firm has been burned twice before by not allowing adult content. If you look at VHS versus Betamax, Sony lost because of their refusal to support the adult industry. Sony then backed Blu-ray over HD DVD, and in the 11th hour they finally succeeded to allow adult content, which helped them win big in the HD movie battle. So it proves the adult industry could be a tiebreaker when it comes to these situations. Hopefully Sony won't make the same mistake, because otherwise the adult industry and consumers are going to put their weight behind another contender. Although it would likely be very profitable for Sony Computer Entertainment to include porn on PlayStation VR, Sony's wider history with the industry makes it seem doubtful that this will happen, at least through official channels. Perhaps if the company were to allow 360 video playback through the internet browsers, then users could get access to content this way. But the chances of Sony Computer Entertainment allowing a specific app for porn on its console seems doubtful. So, I gotta say, guys, this little porn guy has a pretty good point. That does make a lot of sense. If Sony could probably work out a way where they're involved but they're not involved, because people are going to find a way to to live out their fantasies in VR porn. I could see it now. A Mass Effect VR porn that you can actually get into. That would actually be pretty awesome. But I think that Sony more than likely will stay away from this, because there are a lot of kids who play their games, there are a lot of young people who play their games, and they really don't want to sully their image, I would think. Now, if they were to allow maybe a back door for adult users, or if they were to use some type of internet portal, that allowed people to go in there and use their own ingenuity to get VR apps to work on PlayStation VR, maybe. But the way that Sony structures their software, it might be a little hard for people to do that. I don't know if that'll ever work. There'll probably be a ton of money to be made in PlayStation VR porn. I mean, a huge amount of money. And if Sony was smart about the money or the financial aspect of it, they would find a way to allow people to do it. But me, would I be using VR porn? No, I like just real reality, and I enjoy that probably a little bit more. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Does VR need porn? And if they did have porn on the PlayStation VR, would you use it? And what game would you like to see a VR porn add-on? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you like the video, give a thumbs up, guys. We're going to try to hit 20 thumbs up with this video. It means a lot. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, now's your chance to subscribe. I'm the Beastly Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.
Let it go.